Robert Crawford, please come up. Every year, ladies and gentlemen, we present the award in the name of Brother Bennett to the person or persons who most exemplify the values of the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association. Here in our 30th year, we come home to the birthplace of the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association, St. Stanislaus. And for those of you who don't know, the first ADFPA national office was here in the old gym, right in the middle of the floor. And in that facility, Brother Bennett used to spend his evenings talking to members and promoting the organization and doing membership cards and everything. He was a one-man band. But look back on our history and why this award is so important. Over the course of the development of powerlifting, the problems with use of strength-enhancing drugs became evident to a number of people. And one of those people is standing up here in the middle, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But Brother Bennett was a promoter of powerlifting here on the Gulf Coast for a number of years. And he promoted meets in the AAU and in the USAPL before that. And one of the concerns that Brother Bennett had was that the effects and the side effects and the impacts of the use of drugs on people. And prior to the formation of the ADFPA, Brother Bennett coined the Latin phrase, a sound mind and a sound body, and that was the crest that was in here in the old gym when he taught kids here in this school to have healthy lifestyles. And as the ADFPA was founded, he carried that forward to the motto of our organization, and it remains today. A sound mind and a sound body is the motto of the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association and the USA Powerlifting. Standing before you are the recipients of the Brother Bennett Award from prior years that are present today, and I'm one of those. I'm honored as well. Johnny Graham, Brad Gillingham, Priscilla Riddick, Dan DeGrow, Joe Markstein, and PJ Trubion. This year we induct 2 winners for the Brother Bennett Award, and I want to talk about each of them just for a second. David Ricks, I introduced Dave yesterday, but I want to talk about him just a little bit. And Dave has been a long-time member of the ADFPA, but he was a gifted powerlifter before he ever came to us. His first national meet was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in 1985, where he won, and he has continued to win ever since then. He's 52 years old now. He remains one of the most gifted athletes in the open division in the United States. Dave squatted 777 at the Arnold, which was a master world record this past March. And he has been a North American champion. He's been a world champion. He's been an uncounted number of national champions, and he has American records and world records as well. David Ricks exemplifies the values of the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association. Please give him a hand. The second inductee this year is Robert Crawford. Robert Crawford was president at the very beginning of the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association. And he had been a long-time competitor, and in fact, he continues to compete today. He's been in 138 powerlifting meets, folks. He started a little bit smaller than he is now, but he continues to compete, and in fact, has competed internationally twice in 2008 and 2009. So not only did he start long before, his first meet was 1970, did you say? 1970, and he continues to compete today. Robert was an active lifter on the East Coast, and he did his legal training in Alabama. But he was active in powerlifting on the East Coast, and he found himself, after traveling to New England for a powerlifting meet, coming back saying, all these guys are basically crushing me here, and the big factor involved in it is drugs, and had some concern about that. So sitting in the back of his car, riding back to Alabama, he wrote the first release that we still employ a good deal of, the release of liability for the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association. Shortly thereafter, he met with Vince Kilborn and Brother Bennett to discuss how to start up a drug-free powerlifting federation. And in fact, those three gentlemen, in addition to, with the assistance of Lucian Gillis, sitting in the front row here, started up the first meet, and they held the first drug-free powerlifting meet in 1981 in Alabama. And the rest, I guess, as they say, is history. But without the effort and support of people who had the vision to clean up powerlifting and to make it possible for us to continue, by the way, our release of liability has never been successfully challenged, we would not continue to exist. So please, if you would, put your hands together for Robert Crawford. Robert, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Larry. I'm honored and appreciative to receive this Brother Bennett Award. I knew Brother Bennett personally. I met with him in this gym before Hurricane Katrina blew this gym down and had to be rebuilt. I'm honored particularly to receive this award this year with David Ricks. David is one of our great champions. He's one of our great role models. He's a naval officer, an Annapolis graduate, a world record holder. He's Mr. Everything. So I'm honored to receive this Brother Bennett Award with David Ricks. I'm humbled by the award because I look at the recipients who come before me. We have great world champions, many times world champions, world record holders, referees, administrators, meet promoters. These are the people who make our sport run, and I'm honored to be able to stand with them for the small part that I had years ago in getting the ADFPA going. And I want to thank everybody who's here, because I know that without the efforts of you meet promoters, you referees, you scorekeepers, spotters and loaders, there wouldn't be a place for me to continue to compete. So thank you, spotters, loaders, meet directors, referees. I love you.
Thank you. Distinguished group, isn't it? So please again put your hands together for our 2011 recipients and for our Brother Bennett Award winners all the way. Thank you all. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Paul. Brother Bennett Award winners, all of you, please. We're going to assemble in the warm-up room and take a picture in front of the plaque of Brother Bennett. So don't get away. We're all going to the back room here in just a second.
Now, Larry didn't say, but he was the 2001 winner in the Brother Bennett Award himself, and leads the organization now and continues to improve everything, drug testing, competition for all of us, and we sure appreciate that.